Announcements, announcements, announcements. Hey, Flutarians, there is a lot new happening in 2026, and I would love your input. No pressure, but this is like here comes your menu of things that you can come to, and not so much like homework or a checklist. Come at your pace, and I hope this inspires you. So, just a four note how this community works. Everything listed and described below is free with membership, but you can tip me or subscribe. Some events unlock as you level up in Skool, like a video game. So come live in the forum, spam us with your supportive comments and your improv progress videos, or lurk and hang out and watch the replays. Okay, so improv games. Now there are more times for more time zones. These have been so much fun over the course of 2025 that I wanted to make them more accessible to everybody around the world and with our various schedules. So, now, here are the improv games times. Some will be a little bit shorter than others. Sundays at 1 p.m. Central Time. Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Time here in Austin, Texas, in the United States. Tuesdays at noon or 12 p.m. Central Time. And Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So these are low pressure, playful, confidence building, and you can think of them as a musical playground more than a performance. For all levels, beginners are welcome. Next, I'm starting a new daily practice Sunday through Wednesday mornings that I'm calling the Atomic Flutist. I've been so inspired by reading the Atomic Habits book that I wanted to, well, deal with this problem. Okay, so a little bit of background. I spent at least 6 years in intense music training, doing pre-conservatory and then at the University of North Texas, practicing scales, tone, articulation, and all that stuff. And to be honest, in the past decade, I think I've gotten a little bit lazy. So for 2026, I'm recommitting, not in a harsh way, but in a tiny progress, sustainable atomic habit sort of way, to practicing 30 minutes a day of technique at least 4 days a week. And I'm going live with these. Some of these, like the first one of the week, will be live streamed to the world on YouTube, and others, like the rest of the week, will be only for Skool group members. Some of them only being for members who've unlocked levels 2, 3, or 4. So make sure you're participating in the group so that you can take the best advantage of these sessions. So you'll be invited to play along, brush up on your old skills, or learn these fundamentals for the first time. So my ultimate goal is ultimate flute fitness so that I can hopefully practice all of the different combinations of techniques so that when I'm expressing myself in improvisation, I can be as expressive as possible because the techniques are there to support me and enable me to make these new and unique improvisations. I promise it will help also in your classical music studies. So the Atomic Flutist is designed for other advanced flutists who, like me, want to maintain a high level of flute fitness. But in reality, this will be a highly beneficial session for flutists of any level. If you're in over your head, that's okay. You'll catch up sooner or later. So now also on Sundays, I am hosting, right after improv games, Flute Church, and I'm dividing it kind of into a rehearsal time and like a performance time. This is about offering music as a service, honestly, showing up honestly and imperfectly. And each week I'll highlight a new song, and then we'll perform 4 or 5 songs. I'll perform 4 or 5 songs, and you'll be invited to join me if you're feeling confident. Songs like Amazing Grace, I'll Fly Away, It Is Well, or Sanctuary. Similarly, I'm also hosting on Monday nights right after improv games at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm calling it Flute Kirtan. I would describe it as a gentle devotional space where improvisation becomes meditation. So I'll spend the last few minutes of improv games explaining the next song that I'll highlight in Kirtan, and then you'll be invited to join me if you like for improv that's slow, simple, deeply musical, where we focus on breath, tone, and intonation and intention. So all levels are welcome. This is great even for beginners. It's a spiritually inclusive night. And come as you are, play what you can, and let the music carry you, or let yourself be carried by the music. So, what else? Okay, we're almost halfway through the week. Tuesdays, I've taken my Wednesday night classic rocks sessions and I've split them up into these three different events: the Sunday kind of gospel time, the Tuesday folk flute play alongs, and now also the Wednesday classic rock. So, folk flute time on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central Time, right after a fun hour of warming up playing improv games. I'm gonna have a tune of the week like Achy Breaky Heart or Skip to My Lou that has a simple chord progression, a strong groove, a memorable melody, and I'll give a little bit of instruction, play along instruction for how I would go about constructing a unique melody or harmony improvisation with this, and then I'll go live, and you can invite your friends and family to the live stream so that they can come enjoy not only my music but hopefully your unique improvisations too once you're feeling confident enough to step on stage, so to speak, or step up to the mic. So that leads me to the last day of my professional week, usually, which is going to be on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, the classic rock play along. So for 30 minutes before this, we're going to have a half hour of improv games. And then we'll roll right into this same sort of format as I just mentioned with the folk flute situation, where for the first half hour or so, we will play together the different methods that I use to start constructing a unique improvisation, and we'll focus on one tune per week. And then in the second half an hour, I'll go live on YouTube or maybe some of the other platforms and share the music that I've been working on, maybe play some unique flute solos, definitely sing and practice my voice, and give you the chance to get up on the mic and play a little bit for the world as well. So, gosh, there is so much going on behind the scenes here that I really just want to share it all with you all at once, but I fear I may have already sent you into information overload. So I want to share one last important thing, and that is that this community, the Flutarian Skool community, is not about me being on a podium. Yes, I'm guiding things, but no, I'm not a dictator. Your voices matter. Your encouragement matters. And sometimes someone else's words land better than mine. And that's like a feature, not like a bug. So, since we're all practicing becoming our own best teachers, sometimes it turns out that we borrow that voice of the best teacher from each other first. So, welcome. Thank you for being here. Share your progress, be kind and supportive to your fellow Flutarians in the comments, and practice being kind and supportive to yourself. With much flutiful appreciation, see you soon, I hope.